A late-year surge in freight has kept ocean container rates high on trans-Pacific routes to the United States. According to shipping data analyst Freightos, routes from Asia to both the U.S. West and East Coast experienced slight increases for the week ending December 20th. Rates are now approximately 15% higher compared to the beginning of December, largely due to mid-month general rate increases by shipping carriers. For the week, Asia-U.S. West Coast prices rose by 4%, reaching $4,452 per 40-foot equivalent unit, while Asia-U.S. East Coast prices saw a 2% increase to $5,932 per 40-foot equivalent unit. These rate hikes and reports of full vessels ahead of Lunar New Year in China likely indicate that shippers are pulling volumes forward in response to President-elect Trump's proposed tariff increases for the coming year, commented Judah Levine, Freightos' research chief, in a weekly update. Trump even suggested that the U.S. should reclaim control of the Panama Canal to counter China's growing influence. Levine also pointed out that shipping operators are optimistic that the pre-Lunar New Year demand in January will facilitate further rate increases, forecasting general rate increases between $1,000 to $3,000 per 40-foot equivalent unit. While volumes remain strong and some rail operations are showing signs of strain, U.S. port operations continue to function smoothly, with operators ready for additional increases in volume, Levine noted. Concerns surrounding a potential strike at U.S. East Coast ports in January could impact transatlantic rates, which have remained stable since mid-October. Some carriers have implemented disruption surcharges for mid-month, anticipating a strike by the International Longshoremen's Association, Levine explained. Additionally, with the February alliance reshuffle on the horizon, there may be further disruptions. And MSC has announced a $2,000 per 40-foot equivalent unit disruption charge starting January 18th for transatlantic containers. Container rates on Asia, Europe, and Mediterranean routes declined by 3% to 7% since early December. General rate increases, showing no significant mid-month increases, despite recent weather-related scheduled disruptions causing moderate congestion at some European hubs. Specifically, Asia-North Europe prices fell by 2% to $4,971 per 40-foot equivalent unit, while Asia-Mediterranean rates dropped by 1% to $5,721 per 40-foot equivalent unit. However, for these routes, Red Sea diversions remain a significant factor, contributing to rates that are still at least double what they were a year ago, Levine added. Even though military interventions have not successfully restored maritime security, both Israel and the U.S. have intensified direct strikes on Houthi positions in recent days. Like, share, and subscribe